Butler's offers drug compounding, immunizations, health screenings, and a free countywide delivery. Butler's Apothecary, 213 North Main Street, the way a pharmacy should be. How important it is tonight, Mr. Patton, for Persons to keep that walk number down.
Yeah, Kiefer has a really good breaking ball, so that's kind of why the walk total's high. Because sometimes it's so good it goes around the zone quite a bit. But yeah, you can't give up the free passes. You just can't do that, no matter what level you're playing at. It makes it hard. I think the last outing Kiefer had, I was really impressed to come in and pitched in relief and really got worked his way out of some jams and really pitched well. So looking for a good outing for him tonight.
Jace Parrin steps in, the right fielder, first batter. First pitch from the lefty is a ball high. That was close.
Parnan is from Fort Wayne, Indiana, plays at Vincennes University.
Not too far north from here. Next pitch called. Strike one on the inside corner. A decent crowd here at Parkfield tonight.
Yeah, Madisonville always brings a good crowd with them.
Here's the 1-1. Fouled off to the right side. Strike two. Kevin on color tonight. Isaac back at the station pushing the buttons. Mr. Wyatt beside me doing the live stream. I'm Scott Stone. Swing and a miss. Strike three for the first out of the game. Threw it a little high and got him to go after it. Couldn't catch up. Pongborn, the shortstop, steps in.
He plays at Austin Peay, but he is from Olathe, Kansas.
Wow. First pitch called. Strike on the outside corner. At the moment, Parsons looks like he is on. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball high. 1-1.
Parsons he's probably about 6'3", left-hander. Comes at you with a lot of arms and legs. Makes it hard to kind of pick up that ball sometimes.
There's the 1-1. Swing fouled. Out of play. Strike two. The batter looks pretty tall, too. Some tall young gentlemen out here tonight.
Yeah. You get some – Paducah's the team that looks like they look like a bunch of linebackers.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball's a beauty. Caught him looking for strike three. 2 up, 2 strikeouts.
Buckle the hitter's knees on that one. He was like, ugh.
Yeah, and he knew it, too.
Didn't want to see that one.
Yeah, he walked right onto the dugout. No argument. That breaking ball was total control. Braden Taylor steps in, the pitcher, batting in the 3-hole. First pitch to him, called strike.
Taylor's the pitcher / DH. He's DHing for himself, and he'll stay in the game as the batter.
Here's the 0-1, hit to right field. This is going to get down for a base hit. The right fielder picks it up, throws it in to hold the runner to a single. Nice piece of hitting right there. So, strikeout swinging, a strikeout looking, and then a single. So 2 outs, the center fielder steps in. Bergen. First pitch to him, called strike on the outside corner. I like it. A lot of strikes here early.
Bergen is from somewhere I would like to be right now, Aruba.
I thought you were going to say Hawaii.
Well, that would work too. But
swing and a miss on a ball that's in the dirt.
He plays at Lindsey Wilson.
Bunch of these guys play for colleges in Kentucky. Here's a ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first base for the Miners here in the top of the first inning. Payoff pitch is a breaking ball. A little high. Ball 2.
Catcher Ian Reagan wanted that one. He was lobbying for it.
Shortstop did too. He was going to the dugout. Calling for a high fastball, looks like. And it got too much of the plate, and it's hit by the shortstop for back-to-back singles for the Miners. And the catcher looked like he was kind of setting up high, and he got too much in the wheelhouse. the biggest guy on the team, muscle-wise, that is, steps in. Fred Fernandez, the first baseman. I got a feeling this guy's hit a couple home runs in his career.
So this happens a lot in this league. These guys are teammates. Fred Fernandez plays at Oakland City.
First pitch to him, call. Strike. 1.
So they know each other pretty well, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. Here's the 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. Miners, after back-to-back strikeouts, have got back-to-back hits and have a runner in scoring position. Checks the runners. Here's the 1-1. Inside, excuse me. Ball 2. Wind slightly blowing out. Flag's just barely picking up out there. Here's the 2-1. A little low. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Boy, the inning started off so good with 2 strikeouts. And now a little bit of a jam here after back-to-back singles. Here's a 3-1. It's called. Strike on the inside corner. I think he kind of fooled him on that one because that was a good pitch. But not much he could have done with it. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be on the move on the pitch. Greatest play in baseball, and they are, and the ball's in the dirt. Gets by the catcher. And he acted like he was going to come on from third, but he had been out by about 25 steps.
Mm-hmm. Made the smart decision to stay at.
I would like for him to go ahead and go. We could have got him. So, back-to-back singles and a walk. 2-out rally in play for the Miners. Brady Cooper steps in, the third baseman. No runs across the board just yet.
Cooper from Clarksville, Tennessee, where he plays for his hometown school, Austin Peay.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Flashing to out. Any way they can get it before that run comes across the board. Here's the 0-1 outside, ball 1. 1-1. Parsons was selling, looking like he was going to have a quick inning and low pitch count. Now it's probably up in the 20s.
23.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2. Well, somebody gets strikes out the side. Strike the first 2 batters out. Give 2 singles, walk a batter, and then strike the third one out. We'll take it. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher to save a run. Don't want it to go full, though, because you don't want those runners all on the move. Here's the 2-2. Outside corner called. Strike 3. He strikes the side out after giving up a couple hits and a walk. They leave 3 on base. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. Score 0-0 here on WSON Sports. Drew 3 up. Hopefully they can make some noise against the hard-throwing righty. Get some speed on him. Mr. Taylor, he can also hit. He's hitting for himself and will be the DH if he goes out of the game.
Now batting for your Henderson Flash from Southwestern Illinois College. The center
Usually don't call very many games, but I've seen
Jade DeWeese.
go both ways. I've seen shootouts and I've seen 1-0.
Yeah.
So,
Anything's
never know.
possible in the OVL.
Yeah. Dewey steps in, center fielder batting .338. A lot of speed. 12 stolen bases. First ball, 1. Next one's high, ball 2. He's got some speed now. He got to
Yeah.
be pushing 90. He's bringing it. That was a little off on that one, but still outside, ball 3.
Dane from Southwestern Illinois College and hometown of Sellersburg, Indiana.
That's called strike 1, taken all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike to leadoff batter for the Flash. Here's a 3-1, called strike 2.
Ooh.
Saw 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, swinged and fouled off. Full counts. Ooh, just a little high. Ball 4. The Flash start the game off with the walk. That was close. Andrew Lee steps in, the first baseman, batting .304.
Drew in his second season with the Flash out of LSU Eunice and their national championship team.
Throw over to first base, not in time. Pretty good move.
Drew one of 3 LSU Eunice players in the lineup tonight and one of 4 on the team.
There's a pitch outside, ball 1. Be good to run up their starting pitcher's pitch count. Here's the 1-0. It's called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Flash taking a lot of pitches. Here's the 1-1. Runner fakes a go, goes back, called strike 2. Dewey's 12 of 13 on stolen bases. He's got some wheels. There's a pitch hit deep to right field. Right fielder gives chase. He's not going to get to it. It hits the warning track. It's going to be at least a stand-up double. And the Flash are in business after a stand-up double by Lee. And the Flash have runners on second, third with no outs. And Logan Lacey steps in with a .351 batting average, second on the team. 4 home runs, 21 RBIs. I imagine that might be the team leading.
It is, and this is the guy I'd want up in this situation. Logan's been pretty good at getting guys in when they've been on base. And
First pitch to him's outside,
Scoring
ball
position.
1. A good chance for the Flash to get on the board first. Next pitch hit to center field. Center fielder coming in, and he makes a great diving catch. But the Flash will get the run on the sacrifice.
the old sacrifice line drive, I guess. Right?
We'll take it. It's credit for an RBI. Runner at second has to stay. So with 1 out, Nate York steps in, the DH, 220 batting average, 8 RBIs. And the Flash lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to York.
Nate, another Evansville Rights guy, plays at Wren Lake.
Checks the runner. Comes to the plate. Good breaking ball. Called ball one. That looked good to me.
You would have swung at it, huh?
Yeah. He almost swung at it.
He did.
Runner tries to attempt to go. He's going to get picked off. They throw it over to second. Whoa, bad throw. He's safe. He was out by a mile, going to be with a good throw, and he throws it to the right side of the bag. And I'm not sure. I guess he thought he saw movement by the pitcher, but he didn't move an inch. And he was going to be a setting duck. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 run in, though, for the Flash. Runner at second. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 2.
I'm wondering if Drew wasn't trying to make him balk there,
I don't know.
because he took off and then he stopped, just kind of looked at him like it was kind of weird.
Luckily, it wasn't a good throw back over to
No.
second, or he was out.
No, he threw it on the wrong side. He throws it to the other side of the bag. He's out.
If he just would have stopped and threw the ball instead of taking 5 steps towards second and then stopping, he probably would have got him. That's good for the Flash, though. He stays on base. Here's the 2-2. High, ball 3. They do have the 10-run rule now after
They do.
7. Is it 7?
It is 7. They play 7 innings.
Here's a ball hit to the third baseman. He picks it up, checks the runner back to second, throws over to first in time for the out. That's out number 2. How about the Flash get a 10-run rule tonight at 7? I like that idea.
Well, let's get. We need a few more runs before we get there.
Well, we only need 9.
We got the first one anyway, right?
Well, you got to start somewhere.
That's right.
Hurt steps in, batting .313, 10 RBIs. He's got 1 duck on the pond over there at second base with 2 outs here in the first inning. Here's a fake throw to second base.
Ellis Hurt, one of several guys on the team, one of 3 from Trevecca University in Nashville.
First pitch to him's outside ball 1. His pitch count's got to be in the 20s or close to it.
He's at 20, right on the
There
nose.
you go. So both starting pitchers high pitch counts in the first. Here's a ball hit to the center fielder. He runs back about 10 feet in front of the warning track, makes the play for out number 3, but not before the Flash come away with a run. As they got a 1-0 lead, we'll go to the top of the second here on WSON Sports. Miners will have 7, 8, 9 count to bat. As in the first inning, they struck out swinging, struck out looking, got a single, a walk, and then another strikeout. And that one was looking. So 3 Ks for Parsons.
Threw 26 pitches in that first inning, 16 of them for strikes. So
That's good.
that's pretty good. That's the right direction anyway.
Just that 1 walk. Carson Troutman steps in, the catcher. First pitch fouled right off the helmet of the Flash's catcher, Reagan.
Troutman's from Owensboro.
I know. What if he's kin to Mr. Shannon Troutman?
It's possible. He plays at Brescia.
He stayed close to home. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Well, Parsons looking pretty good tonight. Be good to get at least 5 innings out of him. Here's the 0-2 inside. About got him in the hands. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets by the catcher. He throws it down to first base in time. It goes by the first baseman. Second baseman's there covering. And that's a good old-fashioned strikeout. So that is the 4th strikeout of the game for Parsons. I guess that goes down as an error, correct?
It's a wild.
Yeah.
Well, I call it a wild pitch.
Okay, wild
because
pitch.
the ball was in the dirt.
So no error, just a wild pitch.
That's the problem with that big breaking ball.
Yep, here's a ball fouled out of play. Strike one to Britton, the second baseman, the 8th batter in the Miners lineup. Checks the runner, comes home outside, was going to throw to first base. The catcher on a back throw, but lost the grip of the ball.
Britton, another teammate of Parsons at Oakland City. I'd say a lot of times the guys on opposing teams know that they know guys on the other team more than they know their own teammates.
There's a line drive hit in between shortstop and third base for the 3rd hit of the game for the Miners, but all 3 hits have been just singles. But with the strikeout and advancing on the 3rd strike wild pitch, the Miners are in business with runners on first and second with no outs. And the 9th hole hitter, Mathis, the left fielder, steps in. That's already 3 hits now for the Miners. Checks the runners, comes home. He shows bunt. It's a ball outside. He was going to back throw again. This time he loses it between glove and hand. And then it goes in the air, and luckily the runners did not advance.
Parker Mathis from Madisonville.
He's really staying close to home.
He is.
Shows bunt, brings it back, ball in the dirt. Runners are going to, well, the runner at third is going to advance. For some reason, the runner at first is tardy, and he's still at first base. So runners on the corners now. No balls, 2 strikes to Mathis, who's trying to bunt and unable to throw him a strike.
Mathis plays at Southeast Illinois over in Harrisburg.
Here's the 0-2. It's high. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. And the Miners looking to put up a cricket number in this inning. With the runners on the corners, no outs. Here's a pitch down the middle of the plate for a strike 1. Inning starts off with a strike 3 wild pitch. Runner advances to first. And then a single. And that's how we've got runners on the corners with no outs. Here's a 3-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, full count. Boy, strikeout would be big. It would be crazy to have 2 strikeouts and just 1 out and runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit deep. Way up in the air. Went the other way, wrong way with that. To the second baseman. He gets underneath it. Makes the out for out number 1. That's a big one.
Deep second base, right?
Yeah. Meant to say high.
It was very high.
Very. So out number 1. Easily could have been out number 2. But now you got a chance for a double play up the middle. Perrin struck out in the first inning. There's a quick throw over there to first base. Not close. Here's another throw to first base. Are we going to pitch it home this time or throw it to first? He's going home with it. Here's a ball hit to the third baseman. He picks it up. He throws it home. We've got the guy in a pickle. Catcher back to third base. He tries to run him down. Back to the pitcher. Pitcher tags him out for out number 2. And the runners advance from first all the way to third during the pickle. And Perrin makes it to second base on the fielder's choice. So 2 outs. Great news for the Flash. They got a chance to get out of this inning with no harm done. Pongborn struck out looking in the first. Runners at second and third, though, with 2 outs. As he was going on contact, and it was hit right to the third baseman. First pitch outside to him, ball 1.
The Miners did do a good job of getting those runners over.
Yep.
To put 2 guys in scoring position.
And he did a good job in the pickle to make sure that they had plenty of time. Ball high. 2 balls, no strikes. First base is open, but I don't think I'd want to face a pitcher that's a DH for himself. And he's already got a single. And it was the furthest hit ball for the Miners so far in the first inning. To right field. Here's the 0-2 swung on hit. That was further, but it was foul, thank goodness. Going for the Cars. Boy, it'd be big to get out of this after the crazy start.
Yeah, after having runners on the corners and nobody out.
And the runner at third got on a strike 3. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Nice block to save a run.
Ian Reagan doing a good job back there behind the plate, and he has all year. He's
being a goalie tonight.
Yeah.
Parsons in danger of a second walk in 2 innings. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and foul. Way out of play again. Full count. Runners at second and third for the Miners. Flash trying to get out of this inning with no runs after they started with runners on the corners with no outs. Pop fly and then a ground ball to third base. Got 2 outs. Here's a ball a little outside. He started to swing and did not. Second walk of the game by Parsons. He has 2 walks and 4 strikeouts.
That one didn't miss by much, and he thought about swinging at it.
First pitch called strike to Taylor. He hits that little blooper to right field. That's going to score at least 2 with 2 outs. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 2. He was looking for a grand slam on that swing. Parsons trying to get his 5th strikeout of the game to end this inning. Here's the 0-2. It's high. High heat and close to the chin. Here's the 1-2. It's way high. And the catcher about had his shoulder knocked out of place.
Had to go pull that one in.
He threw that shoulder way up there to get that one. Here's the 2-2. Swing and hit deep, but foul over the new deck over there in foul territory in right field. I guess they're using that tonight, I guess.
Yeah, it's open.
Okay.
It's very nice. I went up there and checked it out before the game. Great place to watch the game from. Great vantage point.
2-2 count, bases loaded for the Miners. Swing, foul. Hit, foul, barely. That one stayed inside the fence. Boy, I tell you, I would have that right fielder just go ahead and stay close to that line. His base hit was close to that line. He's fouled 2 over there now. Here's a pitch. It's high. Oh boy, full count. Bases loaded. Runners will be running on the pitch. How many pitches we up to? 50?
54.
Wow. 54 pitches in 2 innings. Bullpen will be warming up pretty soon. The payoff pitch. Runners moving. Called ball 4. And a run scores.
He was wanting that pitch. Might have been a little inside, I guess.
That ties the game up 1-1 here in the top of the second. Bergen, the center fielder, steps in. He got a single in the first inning. He's a southpaw. First pitch to him, foul. Out of play. Boy, a lot of foul balls go out of play here. This young gentleman's about 6'3", 6'4", too. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Still, if you get out of this just 1 run, be good.
Yeah, for sure. And he was one pitch, a very close pitch of getting out of it without giving up a run.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Ball's in the dirt. Runners have tried to advance. Catcher smartly tags home plate for out number 2. But not before the Miners get a run. We're going to the bottom of the second inning. Henderson Flash 1, Madisonville Miners 1 here on WSON Sports. Flash coming to bat here in the bottom of the second. 6, 7, and 8 coming to bat for the Flash. They got a pork chop and a bottle of water. Corville steps in. He hits this one. Whoa. Foul, but boy, he hit that one a mile. That one might have ended up in the Ohio River. Holy smokes. We got popcorn popping in the concession stand. I can smell the butter. Nothing greater smell than that. There's a breaking ball that looked like a beauty. Call ball 1. Wow. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 2.
Crawford, if anybody that follows the Flash on social media, Crawford has replaced me as the post-game interview host.
That wasn't very nice.
Oh, no, it was my idea.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 for the first strikeout of the game.
We'll talk about that more later.
First strikeout of the game for Taylor for out number 1. Reagan steps in, the catcher, batting 188 on the season. He has 7 RBIs.
Ian sharing the catching duties with Brock Loomis. They're kind of going back and forth.
There's a called strike on the outside corner. Reagan didn't like it.
He is from Chattanooga and plays at University of Alabama, Huntsville.
There's a breaking ball hit to the third baseman. Gets by him on the hop. Not sure how to rule that one.
Probably third baseman probably could have played that better, but he hit that ball pretty hard.
LSU Eunice.
I'm gonna give him a hit on that.
Number 2, Aiden.
Yeah, it wasn't played very well by the
No, he
third
kind
baseman.
of olayed it a little bit, but I don't know. He couldn't really get in front of it. That's about all he could do. He didn't get a glove on it, so I mean it was within reach. But we'll score that a hit.
Second hit for the Flash. Runner on first base with one out. First pitch to Mouton.
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 Aiden Mouton.
Strike one. We'll
Another
get it
one of
before the end of the night, maybe.
Another one of the LSU Eunice guys. You've got the Cajun heritage down there in Louisiana. You've got to work on your
Yeah. Whew.
your names.
Here's the 0-1. Whoa, breaking ball. Did
Behind
not
it.
break. Almost hit him in the helmet. Yeah, he about didn't know how to say his own name. That would have hurt. But it hit the face and not the helmet. Here's the 1-1. Runner's going. Fouled out of play. Runner's got to go back.
Just a reminder, please turn off foul balls.
Hit and run there.
Where you'll get a sweet prize.
Giving prizes away for foul balls.
You want to go chase some down, Scotty?
Well, I tell you, if it's a good prize, there's a whole lot of foul balls in this game.
Didn't say it was a good prize. He said it was a sweet prize.
Well, hopefully that's good. Here's a called strike.
That's strike
three. Yeah, I was like, where's he? Why
I
is
was
he not
like,
moving?
I was like, why is he still standing there? Does he know something I don't know?
Strike three looking. That's what my clicker had anyway.
University.
Second strikeout of the inning. Second strikeout of the game for Taylor.
Head.
Taylor Head steps in, the 9-0 hitter, batting 208, 7 RBIs. He has 13 stolen bases. Flash with the runner on first. 1-1 game here in the bottom of the second. Runner's going. It's a hit and run. That ball's hit to the gap. It's going to go to the wall. They're going to send the runner home. The Flash get one run on the stand-up double on the hit and run by Taylor Head.
Outstanding. That's the way you draw it up right there.
No doubt about it. Call for hit and run. Hit it to the gap, right center, and it goes real close to the 340 sign on the ground, of course. So nice shot by Mr. Head for RBI number 8 for him. And the Flash are back on top, 2-1.
It's good to see Taylor really starting to come around at the bat. He struggled a lot early in the season, but is really starting to really come around, both in the field and at the plate.
Third hit of the game for the Flash. 2 doubles, 1 single. Both teams have 3 hits each, but the Flash have 1 more run. First pitch hit to the second baseman, and oh my goodness. The ball hits his glove, goes in the air, looked like he was going to get by him. He catches it with his bare hand, throws it over to first base in time for out number 3, but not before the Flash get another run. It's Henderson Flash 2, Madisonville Miners 1 here on WSON Sports. This guy got some muscles. First pitch to him, swung on, hit deep. It's going to get to the gap in right center. Picked up on one hop by Crawford.
The third baseman.
He gets it back very quickly. It's another single for the Miners. That's 4 singles in 3 innings. At least they're singling us to death and not doubles and triples.
Thank you, Michael.
And popcorn was delivered.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat that. Popcorn out of a pop machine, too, not microwave popcorn. It's like you're at a movie theater. That's what I'm talking about.
This is better than a movie theater, Scotty.
Oh, my.
Not the popcorn necessarily, but
The atmosphere.
the atmosphere is better.
Cooper steps in. He struck out looking in the first.
And we didn't have to pay. You know, we got our own
$6,
little,
$7, $8.
we got our own little booth up here.
Got air conditioning, too.
We do. Well, you get air conditioning at the movie theater, too.
Little low there, I guess. My goodness, it definitely was across the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Miners with the runner on first base. They've left 3 runners on each of the first 2 innings. Here's a 2-1 called strike, and that was outside. I think that was a makeup call for the last one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Flash have left 1 on base each of the first 2 innings. Here's a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strikeout. Number 6 for Parsons. He has 6 strikeouts and 3 walks. That pitch count has got to be getting up here in just the 3rd inning.
64.
Yes, sir, it did. Troutman steps in. He struck out in the 2nd inning. First pitch to him was low, ball 1.
And for those of you who might be wondering how I know what the pitch count is, while I'm talking on the radio here with Scotty, I'm keeping Game Changer, so
Second pitch outside, ball 2.
which has the pitch count on it. So
And I'm just guessing, and I'm pretty close.
you're pretty close. You're doing a good job.
I usually do better when I'm just doing color. Usually guess it pretty close. Runner fakes going, goes back. Here's a ball hit up in the infield. Second baseman goes over about 3 steps, makes the play for out number 2. And I hate to say this out loud, but can the Flash get out of an inning without bases loaded for the Miners?
Well, we thought we were going to do that in the 1st inning, but then we,
2nd inning too, kind of.
yeah,
Start off with a strikeout. First pitch to the number 8 hole hitter, Britton. He's got a single and a run scored in the 2nd inning. They batted 7 guys in the 2nd. They batted 6 in the 1st. Let's keep them at 4. Runner goes. Throw down there is not in time. It was close, but they calling him safe. Pitch was a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. And a runner in scoring position. Miners have had runners in scoring position every single inning. We've played 3, or we're in the top of the 3rd. Persons gets his sign. Here's the pitch. It's high. Ball 3. In danger of walking the 4th batter. He struck out 6, walked 3. Here's a 3-0 strike called right down the middle of the plate. Flash up 2-1. Ball 4 for 4th walk of the game for Parsons here in the 3rd inning. But he does have 6 strikeouts. And somebody had to open their mouth about the Miners
yeah.
not going to get bases loaded.
Who said that?
It's Kevin's fault. He should have hit me. He should have turned my mic down before I said it. 9-0 hitter steps in. Mathis flew out to the 2nd baseman. Here's a throw to second base, not in time. The ball actually hits the glove of the Flash shortstop, and
yeah.
then
The ball.
player.
He had to reach around the base runner to try to catch the ball, and they kind of got tangled up.
Nobody got hit too hard.
No.
Here's the pitch. Called strike one on the outside corner. So far, they've left 6 on base in the first 2 innings. Flash trying to get them to leave 7 and 8 on base. I wonder what the record of that is in this league for most left on base in a game. Here's a ball. Chopped foul.
At this pace, they're on pace to break it. I can't imagine.
Well, they're on pace for a perfect game on left on base. 3's the most you can leave on base.
That's what I was going to say. That's why they're
on pace for 27. Golly. Just think we went to extra innings, too.
Don't say that, Scotty. We'll be here all night.
Well, I already said it. Whoa. Breaking ball went way high. It would be something if they leave bases loaded 3 innings in a row. That's a turkey in bowling. 3 in a row. 3 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Ball hit to the shortstop, picks it up, throws it to second base in time for the out. This time, the Miners only leave 2 on base. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. Your Flash lead 2-1 here on WSON.
Now batting here on Henderson Flash from Louisiana State University Eunice, the first baseman, number 7.
Flash coming to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd with a 2-1 lead. The Miners have out hit them 4-3. And the Miners have left a whopping 8 runners on base in the first 3 innings. Flash have just left 2 on base. First pitch to Lee, the 2-hole hitter, is a called strike. He had a double in the first inning. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a ball hit back to the pitcher. He gets it on the second hop, throws over to first base in time. We're out, number 1. 1-3 on the putout.
Coming to bat from Harding University, playing 3rd base.
Game 48 minutes old. We're just in the bottom of the 3rd, and that's because of a lot of runners on the bases for both teams.
Yeah, a lot of pitches, a lot of deep counts. Makes for a long night.
You know, Taylor walked the first batter, though, and that's all he's walked. First pitch called strike to Lacey. And he got 2 strikeouts in the second. So he has 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Here's the 0-1. It's bounces about a foot in front of the plate and bounces over the catcher and the umpire for a ball just a foot short. Here's the 1-1. Called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That wind has completely died. Breaking ball's a beauty.
Apparently not.
Whoa. I mean, our guy even looked like he was getting ready to walk to the dugout.
Which would have been funny. Well, yeah. It looked like the catcher was going to
Well, the
dugout.
catcher was going to third.
Yeah,
he was throwing it. He was
he
getting
was
ready to throw it
throwing it
around.
around.
So here's a 2-2 now. Once again, it was short. It bounced. So Lacey has worked it to a full count after the catcher and himself thought he struck out. Here's a ball hit to the third baseman with a foul. In between the third baseman and the head coach, JD, over there. Here's the payoff pitch. Low. I just had to say something about him only walking one batter, and he picks up his second walk of the game. Nate York, the cleanup batter, flew out. No, excuse me, grounded out to the third baseman in the first inning. One out, runner on first. Flasher in business. We don't believe in 1, 2, 3 innings tonight. Either team. Called strike on the outside corner. He'll give you the corners, but he will not give you around the letters or right below the letters. Here's 0-1, a little too far outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. How many pitches is he up to? Got to be 65.
No, 45.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Just seemed like it's been more than that. But he's only walked 2. And he's only struck out 2. Outside, ball 2. Can't see the Flash's bullpen if they. I don't think they have anybody get
I don't
loose.
see anybody down there throwing.
Throw over to first base. Day late and $1 short.
Bruh.
I'm just trying to let him know that I am watching you. He acts like he's going to go, and then he stops and goes back real fast.
Time out, boss. I pick up some more devil tree.
Bugs Bunny in the ballpark tonight. Here's the 2-1 outside, ball 3. Taylor could walk his second in a row here. Mr. Hurt would be next. It's a .313 average. Flew out to center field. Runner goes, swing, foul ball. A mile high going to the new deck over there.
Nope.
Way it sounds, somebody did not make a play over
I
there.
did not hit him in the hand, which is always a bad place.
So that was a hit and run again. The Flash have scored once on that. From first.
Bruh.
Full count, runner goes. Swing and a miss at a high one. Throw down to second base. Way off to the left. Oh, boy, they're going to call interference on the batter. So double play, strikeout, and interference. And JD is going to maybe have a little argument here, but 2-0 prevail, I'm sure. So the inning ends on a strikeout and an unassisted runner's interference. So we're going to the top of the 4th inning. Flash lead 2-1 here on WSON Sports. Miners with 1, 2, 3 due up here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch departed his 3rd at bat tonight in just 4 innings. He struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch called strike 1, second pitch ball 1. And technically we had our first 1, 2, 3 inning in a weird way. After the strikeout and interference call. Of course, JD didn't argue very much. Really didn't argue. He just said something. Walked off. 2-1. He shows bunt. It's a beauty. Pitcher picks it up, throws to first base. In time for the out. What a play. Looked like he was going to get an infield single for a few seconds there. But what a play by the pitcher.
Kiefer got off the mound quickly. Normally you'd let the third baseman handle that, but he took control and got over to first base, and Drew Lee did a good job of picking that out. And Drew's not, I mean, he's a catcher by trade, so playing over there at first base tonight, good play.
And third baseman is having a chat with him, maybe to give him a breather from running up so fast.
Probably.
Pongborn steps in, the shortstop. He struck out in the first inning looking. He walked in the second. That was, they're charging that as the first visit. I guess they have some kind of mount visit rules in this league also.
Yeah. Whatever they are in college, it's the same rules.
Here's a ball hit to first baseman. He picks it up on the second hop, tags first base for the out. And the Flash have got 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Braden Taylor, the pitcher, steps up. He had a single in the first inning, walk in the second inning. We need a 1-pitch pop out. And ball in the dirt, almost hit him in the foot, but it did not. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Strike called on the inside corner. Parsons with 4 walks. He's got at least 1 walk in each inning. Here's a ball hit. Mile high. Center fielder going chase at about 5 feet in front of the warning track. Actually, he goes to the warning track and catches it for just a long out. 1, 2, 3 by the Henderson Flash that inning. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Your Flash still in the lead, 2-1 here on WSON Sports. The 4th will be 5, 6, and 7.
University, the left fielder, number 5, Ellis Hart.
Ellis Hart steps in. Bat 313 on the year. He flew out to center field in the first inning. That was the first inning that the Miners didn't leave a runner on base. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third. And we finally got that 1-2-3 inning. First pitch to Hurts, swing and a miss, and he was swinging for the fences. And that ball just hit by the Miners was caught right on the warning track in the deepest part of the park. Ball 1 on the wild pitch. Ball 2. A few cowbells out there. A little bit of action going on in the pen and the Miners. Here's a ball hit slowly to the third baseman. He charges. He throws in time for the out. Good play by the third baseman.
Yep, charged in on that. Made a good throw
Louisiana State University unit.
over to first.
The right fielder, number 20, Crawford Crawdaddy Corville.
Corville steps in at 280. Struck out in the first inning.
I didn't get to finish my story about Crawford in the first inning, so I interviewed him post-game, a little post-game video a couple weeks ago, and after I was done,
He gets hit by the first pitch in the
So
back.
I don't get a chance to talk about him.
Go ahead,
So
let's talk
anyway,
about
Crawford just has so much personality and just lots of energy, and I thought, we need to get him in front of the camera some more. And so I asked him, I said, how would you like to take over the post-game interviews? And he said, yeah, I'd do that.
So you fired yourself?
Well, maybe promotion. I guess I'm the director, the producer, or something. So Crawford's now the post-game interview host, and he's done a great job, and just a lot of fun. He's a fun kid. He really is.
And he got hit in the back
That's not fun though.
with fastball. And then they add insult to injury. They throw it over there at first base and make him dive. Here's the first pitch to Reagan outside, ball 1.
If your nickname is Crawdaddy, you got to be fun, right? You can't not have personality with that nickname.
Gotta like to get dirty. Here's the 1-0. Runner's going. Flash hit and run.
Hands up to the bleachers. Bruh.
Man, that was a loud hit up there. And then it came inside. I've only seen that happen a few times.
Come in between the
Come in
roof,
between.
the roof and the fence.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention. Runner's on the go. The ball hits the dirt, and he did get charged with the swing there, trying to protect his runner, but he didn't have to, as that ball hits in front of the plate, and the runner advances to second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Reagan, though, with 1 out. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Reagan. Runner at second. Flash trying to get another run on the board. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, and they tag him as it was in the dirt.
Now batting for Louisiana State University units. The second baseman.
Third strikeout of the game for Taylor, the starter for the Miners. For out number 2, Mo Hahn from Louisiana steps in. He struck out looking in the second. Chance for an RBI here. Flash lead 2-1. They got 1 in the first, 1 in the second. The Miners got 1 in the second. Here's a breaking ball, a beauty. I had no idea where that was. Catcher's glove didn't move. We'll take it. Here's the 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner. Crawdaddy over there at second is bouncing off that base.
Yep.
Here's the 1-1 outside. Catcher saves the runner from going up 90 feet. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second base. We're in the bottom of the fourth. The Flash lead 2-1. Trying to knock off the leaguer Miners. Here's the 2-2 outside. Full count. Pitcher gets a count. There's a pitch, swing and a miss. And the catcher actually was foul tip. Catcher catches it, though, for the 4th strikeout of the game for Taylor. We're going to the top of the 5th. Your Flash still lead 2-1 here on WSON Sports. Because he just pitched 4 innings.
Yeah, no. I was going to see if I could find J.D. Willis's pitching numbers. 15 innings pitched, 1-1 record. Which is ERA. ERA 3.73.
His first pitch is a breaking ball beauty called strike one to Bergen, the center fielder, the 4-hole hitter. He singled in the first, struck out in the second. Here's the 0-1. He's a sidewinder, about 3/4 sidearm. Same pitch, fouled.
This is JD's second season with the Flash, but he pitched for us 2 years ago, in 22.
So he took a year off.
I'm not sure if he played anywhere last year or not.
Here's 0-1, hit to first base, and it's fair. Gets by the first baseman for a base hit. He's going to try to go for 2. No, he's not. Good job by the right fielder to get it in there quick. And another single for the Madisonville Single Miners, we'll call them. That's 5 singles tonight in 5 innings.
You put that one right in between the first baseman and the down the line.
Flash just have 3 hits, but 2 of the 3 were doubles. First pitch to Fernandez. He hits it to the shortstop, picks that up, throws it to first base in time for the out. Almost brought the first baseman off the bag. 6-3 put out. Runner advances to second, though. So 1 out. Cooper steps in. He struck out looking, and he struck out swinging.
So a little meeting on the mound here with J.D. Willis and his catcher Ian Reagan. He's out of Willamette University in Salem, Oregon. One of 3 pitchers on the team from D3 school and out west, and he's from the Phoenix area, Chandler, Arizona. Had a really good outing and start in his last week. Really impressive.
Here's a breaking ball that doesn't break, and it hits him in the back. Just like that, a single, ground out, and a hit by pitch, and the Miners are in business again with 2 runners on base. They've had at least 2 on base every inning but the 4th. Went 1, 2, 3 in the 4th.
So this is familiar territory for the Miners tonight.
No doubt. But with a new pitcher, Troutman steps in. He struck out in the 2nd. Flew out in the 3rd to the second baseman. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Top of the 5th. Flash lead 2-1. Here's a pitch. Ball popped up, foul. First baseman gets underneath it, makes the play for a quick out. Just what the doctor ordered. F3 in your books. Out number 2. Britton steps in. He got a single in the 2nd, scored a run, and a walk in the 3rd.
Drew Lee come over, that was a relatively easy play at about 10 feet inside the foul line.
Chance to get the Miners to leave 2 more on base. They're up to 8 so far. Here's a ball hit to the 3rd baseman. He stops it, tags the bag for the out. And the 1 hit is all the Miners are going to get. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Flash lead 2-1 here on WSON Sports. You got the new pitcher.
I do. Gabriel Eddington, right-hander from Clarksville, Tennessee, and Austin Peay State University.
Give me that first name again. Edmonton.
No, his last name's Eddington. Gabriel Eddington. Eddington.
So Gabriel is going to pitch from the stretch with nobody on, and the first one is in the dirt.
Nope.
Pops up. And I think hit the catcher. He wasn't very happy about it. Taylor Head, the batter for Flash. It's a 9-0 hitter. He had the RBI double in the second.
On that hit and run.
A beauty.
Great piece of baseball there.
Here's another one hit. Way foul. Hit it in the right center gap. And it rode to the fence. In between the 340 sign and the Mojo Sports sign out there. Here's the 1-1. Swung and fouled. Straight back. One ball, two strikes. We thought we might have been in for a high-scoring game after 3 runs on the board combined in 2 innings, and since we've had no runs in 2.5 innings. Outside ball 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Plenty of runners left on base, though. They've left 10 on base now. Flash, though, have still just left 3. They've left 1 on each inning but the third. 2-2 in the dirt. And they've got heavy action in their bullpen again, so I don't think this young man's going to stay out there very long. Payoff pitch. Wow. Called. Ball 4. That was close.
Coming to bat for your Henderson Flash from the Southwestern Illinois College, the center fielder, number 8, Dane DeWeese.
DeWeese steps in the center field. He walked in the first, scored a run. He grounded out in the second inning on the 4-3 putout. Runner on first, no outs for the Flash. Trying to get some insurance runs. Just lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. He shows bunt, brings it back, called strike 1. They try to throw behind the runner. He's back safely. Flasher 2-3 versus the Miners this year. Miners 13-6 in first place. Flash 12-11 in third place. So do the math right. They're 3 games behind. Runner goes straight steal. The ball's thrown into center field for the stolen base. Horrible throw by the catcher. I think I could have stole that bag. Now you don't have to bunt. Got that runner over there.
Got the runner over there. Chance to drive him in here.
Here's the 1-1. Outside, ball 2.
Nope.
Checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Strike called. That was a beauty breaking ball. Although we've seen them like that get called a ball where the catcher don't even move his glove. Twice tonight at least. 2-2 count. Here's a ball hit to center field. It's going to get down. Runner will advance to third. He had to hold up just for a split second to make sure that it wasn't going to get caught. Didn't want to get doubled up because the Flash are in business with runners on the corners after a single stolen base and a walk. Andrew Lee steps in. He doubled in the first, grounded out in the third. Flash trying to put up the first multiple run inning. Maybe even a cricket number. I'd love to see 5 or 6. First pitch outside, ball 1. Flash still behind on the hit category, 5-4, but they lead 2-1 in the main category, the runs. They do have 2 doubles to 0 of the minors. Runner goes. It was a hit and run again. This one's fouled out of play on the right side. Kids running like crazy to get that sweet treat. And I don't think it's ice cream. Pitcher taking a long look in, checks the runner at first, checks him at third. Takes forever. And here's the pitch. Runner doesn't go. Called ball 2.
Nope.
We'd had a shot clock, or a pitch clock, excuse me. On that one, that would have definitely been a ball.
They do keep a pitch clock.
Do they?
Yep.
Where's it at? Because that had to be.
Umpiring.
Well, he ain't doing a very good job.
Second
I ain't seen him look at his clock. 3-1 is the count. Because that took forever.
Because we had a violation
Wow.
last weekend.
Well, he's got bugs all the way around him. I don't know how many
I-
times I've seen him smack at him.
I understand that.
Yeah, I do too. Here, runner goes. Called strike, which is fine. Runner gets to go to second. And Lee's got a full count now with no outs. Runners on second, third. Flash trying to get another run on the board. They haven't scored since the bottom of the second. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Flash lead 2-1. Here's a pitch. Swung on, hit right field. He's going to make the catch. He does. Runner's going to fake he faked going home. Probably a good idea as the right fielder threw it on a dime to the cutoff.
Wasn't
man.
really hit that deep.
No. Probably a good idea not to go. Hate to double out, get doubled up with just 1 out.
Yeah, you
Now,
don't. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Put yourself out of a potential big inning, and
leading RBI guy.
yeah, and
Up.
you're probably your most experienced and best clutch hitter at the plate.
He has 22 RBIs for the Flash to lead the way. He has a sacrifice fly in the first inning and a walk in the third. Swing and a miss, strike 1, and it looks like he's trying to get another sacrifice fly or a 2 RBI gap. Ball outside, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 in the dirt. Ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. 2 runners on for the Flash. They lead 2-1. In the bottom of the 5th. Halfway done with this one. Iron 23 minutes in. Here's a ball hit a mile high, but not very far. Center fielder is going to catch it, and no tag, and he would have been out by a mile too. Just not hitting it far enough. So after a walk and a single, we've flown out to right, flown out to center for out number 2. Nate York steps up. He grounded out in the first and struck out, and then was called for interference on a runner trying to steal second. He's got 8 RBIs. Good chance to get to number 10. 1 swing of the bat. Outside, ball 1.
Nope.
Man, no wind at all out there. Sun has been cloudy about when the game started. Here's the 0-1 foul out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Call. Ooh. Looked like he was going to call it a strike. That looked pretty good to me.
He was giving it a second look there.
Yeah.
Probably a little high.
2 balls, 1 strike. Two outs. 2-1 for the Flash. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Breaking ball. Had him way out front. York with the chance, though, to give us a little more insurance here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's a 2-2 way outside. Catcher saves a run there. Full count, 2 outs, 2nd and 3rd. First base is open. Here's a pitch. Swung on, hit over the shortstop's head. 1 run scores. They're bringing in the 2nd run. Here's a throw to the plate. It's getting cut off, and a run scores. They got the runner in a rundown at first base, though. They got him out, but not before the Flash come away with 2 runs. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. It's the Henderson Flash 4, the Miners 1. Here on WSOM Sports. One after the big single by Nate York to knock in 2 runs, but then he was caught too far off at first base.
Left fielder threw in behind him to first base, and then they got him in a rundown. But he did drive in the 2 runs, which is huge. After looked like we might not get any in there.
Ended up leaving none on base. First pitch to Mathis, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Mathis, the 9-0 hitter, is flown out and grounded out. The shortstop, second base.
Willis in for his 2nd inning of work.
Here's the 0-1 call. Strike 2 on the outside corner.
Willis only threw 7 pitches in that first inning. That's
Not bad.
not bad.
Gave up a single and hit a batter. Here's a ball way outside. Ball 1.
If you're going to hit a guy, at least hit him on the first pitch, which is what he did.
Well, yeah. You're the batter, though. You don't want to get hit on the 4th ball.
No.
That's the worst time to get hit. Here's a pitch way outside again. He wanted that one high and over the plate. 4-1 Flash with the lead here in the top of the 6th. Here's the 2-2 breaking ball, foul, ball out of play.
I tried to shovel in as much popcorn as I could between innings.
Well, I've been trying to eat a pork chop.
I did get mine. I did get my pork chop sandwich eat a while ago, but
Pork chop,
that popcorn's
man.
really good.
Get treated like a king up here. Here's a 2-2 swung on, hit to right field. Pretty much right to him. Makes the play for out number 1.
Now batter, Frank Vincent University, number 26.
Perrin steps in, the leadoff batter. He struck out in the first, hit into a fielder's choice in the second, grounded out in the 4th to the pitcher. So doing a pretty good job with the leadoff batter tonight. Swing and a miss, strike one. Every minor has touched the bases in some fashion other than the 9-0 hitter, Mathis. He's the only one not reached base. The Flash still have 2 that have not reached base. Here's the 1-1. Swung and a miss, strike 2. He was swinging for the fences. He'd have knocked that helmet off if he wasn't on there very tight with that swing. Here's a 1-2. Swung on a miss, strike 3 with the first strikeout for Willis. Out number 2. Trying to get another 1-2-3 inning. Taylor steps in, got a single in the first, walk in the second, and he flew out to the center fielder in the fourth. Here's the first pitch. Taylor called, ball 1 high. Taylor started the game as a pitcher and he hit for himself. Now he's the DH after he pitched 4 innings. Here's the 1-0. Outside, ball 2. Box score: 1 hit, 5 runs, no errors for the Miners. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Flash. Here's a ball fouled out of play. There's another foul, this time to the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th, Flash with a 4-1 lead after the 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for a 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Henderson Flash lead 4-1 here on WSON Sports. Six, 7 up to bat for the Flashes inning. Hertz flew out in the first inning to the center fielder and he grounded out in the 4th. Flash trying to even up their record against the Miners at 3-3 if they could hold on tonight. Here's a ball hit to center field. Center fielder giving chase and makes the catch. about 10 feet in front of the warning track for out number 1.
Coming to bat from
As the
Louisiana State
Flash are 2-3
University
versus the Miners this year. The Miners with a 3-game lead right now on the Flash. 13-6 in first place. Flash 12-11 in third place.
Flash was in 4th for a while and then got hot, won 6 in a row. Kind of put them back in contention.
Crawford, first pitch to him, called strike 1 looking. Struck out in the second. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Shows bunt. Brings it back. But it's a strike. Pretty fast moving game. Hour and 35 minutes in with all the base runners that we've had. Kind of surprised moving it that fast. Here's the 0-2 breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1.
Nope.
Yeah, this game's picked up pace after the first couple innings.
They've had 1-2-3 inning. Flash have had 2 now. They have 1 in the 4th and in the 6th. Here's a ball fouled out of play on the right side. They've changed it to a good prize instead of a sweet prize. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Flash with the 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gabriel gets a sign. Takes forever. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Full count.
He does not, Eddington does not get in a hurry at all.
No, sir. He's going to get his 10 minutes of fame when the pitcher's out. He's going to take his time. Here's the full count. In the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. He's going to try to go too. No, he's not. He stopped. Probably a good idea. No reason to get the second out of the inning at second base after you just walked. Catcher Reagan steps in. He got a single, scored a run in the first, struck out in the third. Flash with the runner on first base. And a comfortable 4-1 lead at the moment. And they have 2 guys warm up in the bullpen and 1 guy warming up outside the bullpen. I got a feeling the next inning they're going to have a pitching change. First pitch outside, ball 1. He might not even make it through this inning. How many pitches is he at?
36.
Surely he can make it through this inning. No, we scored 2 runs there in the 5th inning on him. And he's already walked 1 here. After he got the leadoff batter out pretty fast, fly out to center. Throw to first base, not in time. Checks his runner. Takes 25 deep breaths. And now he's looking at second. Nobody's even there. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second in time for the out. And 2 outs now. 1 ball, 1 strike. And their coach is wanting interference also, but the umpire did not call it. So, I mean, you can't magically just make the call after it's already happened. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on base now for the Flashes. That's a second runner they've had put out. 1 by interference, and this one by just nice shot by the catcher. Ball low, 2 balls, 1 strike.
I don't think Crawford got a very good jump on that either. So,
No, he was out pretty good. He wasn't very close. Here's a 2-1 in the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And chance for the Miners to get their second 1-2-3 inning. Not in tradition fashion, but still 1, 2, 3. Here's a 3-1, swing and a miss, strike 2, full count. As these bats, these wooden bats now look like they're metal bats. They look just by they got so many different colors, and none of them look like a traditional wood bat. Here's the full count. It's hit over the second baseman's head for the 6th hit of the night by the Flash, and he got way off the bag. And they throw behind him, and luckily he's safe at first. Almost made our second base running error of the inning.
Number 2, Aiden Mouton.
Mouton steps up. He struck out both ways. Struck out looking, struck out swinging. In the second and the fourth, he's due for a base hit. 2 outs, runner on first base, bottom of the 6th. Flash with a 4-1 lead over the Miners. Strike 1 called. This inning seemed like it is slowly going by. Of course, the pitcher takes 25 seconds in between pitches.
And looks at second base.
Checks the runner at second. That's not there again.
Twice.
Ball high. It should be against the rules to check a runner that's not at a base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
So he looks at the runner at first.
He's going to look at second twice. There's once. Oh, he threw over to first base this time. Trying to throw us off there. I bet you looks at second twice this time. Checks the runner at first. Comes set. Checks the runner at second. Just stops. Now he comes home. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. He didn't look at second that time.
He did, but just once.
Yeah, just once, not twice. He's doing a good job of mixing it up. Now he needs to check the runner at third.
Well, he's doing that.
Basically, that's what he's doing.
Looks at
There he
third,
goes.
now to second.
He looks at second.
Again.
Looks at second again. No runner over there. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 looking. We're going to the top of the 7th. We're having a little fun, and the Flash R2 is a Flash lead 4-1 here on WSON Sports. We go Flash on top 4-1. Coming to bat. Be 3, 4, 5 for the Miners. Taylor 1 for 2 with the walk tonight. Steps in. He was started off as a pitcher and the DH for himself. And then he just stayed in the game as a DH after pitching 4 innings. Hold on. Maybe I messed up here. Taylor must have got the last out.
Taylor's at bat.
Is it Taylor?
Yep.
Well, they called it different. Okay, so I was right. First pitch called strike 1 on the outside. They called the 4-hole hitter up. Here's another beauty of a pitch inside corner this time. Called strike 2. Flash now on top 6-5 on hits. More importantly, though, 4-1 on the scoreboard. Here's one low for ball one. I like our pitcher. He don't take forever and check runners on bases that there's nobody
Invisible
at.
runners, yeah.
Here's a payoff pitch. It's high, ball two.
JD likes to work. He likes to work quickly. Kiefer Parsons works quickly too, but he just threw a lot of pitches.
No doubt.
But did a good job of getting out of
They only give up
jams.
1 run. Here's a 2-2 outside, ball three. Willis has retired 5 in a row. Swing and a miss, strike 3, make it 6 in a row. 3 strikeouts now.
Now batting from Lindsey Wilson College, number 42, Nazir Berger.
1 out. 4-hole batter comes up. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Struck out in the second. Bergen, the center fielder. Left-hander versus left-hander. As the Flash have thrown 2 lefties tonight, knowing that Masseyville had 4 in the lineup. These teams play each other 10 times. They're going to know each other really well by the end of this year. 1-0's called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No wind at all tonight. Start off with just a little bit of wind. Now with none. Here's a breaking ball that broke too far outside. Catcher, good stop. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Flash lead 4-1. We're at the top of the 7th. Getting close to the 7th inning stretch. Here's a ball hit a mile high to the left side. Looks like it's going to be foul, but the left fielder dives, and he makes the play. What a play by the left fielder
Ellis Hurd out there.
as he went all the way to foul territory. As soon as he gets into foul territory, he dives and makes a diving catch for out number 2. That might be a top 10 on Sports Center tonight.
Well, he came a long way to get that
He did.
because he was really playing him the other way.
Fernandez steps in. He is 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. First pitch to him called strike 1. 7 retired in a row. Here's a ball. Line drive hit to the shortstop. He makes the catch for out number 3. And another 1-2-3 inning for the Flash. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Flash with the 4-1 lead. Here on WSON Sports. for the Miners as Gabriel is done. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 1. The new pitcher is Rasner.
Zachary Rasner.
Holy cow, I said it right.
He is from Greenwood, Indiana, which is a suburb of Indianapolis, and he plays at Indiana University Southeast, New Albany, just outside of Louisville. That's been a program that we've had several players from, including assistant coach Brandon Boxer.
9-1-2 due up for the Flash. Head in the 9 holes did a little damage. He's got a double and an RBI in the second. He walked and scored a run in the 5th. So 2 productive at-bats. First pitch to him outside just a little bit, ball 1. Flash have only left 4 on base. The Miners have left 10 on base. Here's a ball hit over the third baseman's head for another single. And Head in that 9 hole is 2 for 2 with a run scored and RBI.
Coming to bat for your Henderson Flash from the Southwestern Illinois College.
So good night for Mr. Head.
Number 8.
Had a great night at the plate and a great night in the field, too. Had a couple
No
of really
doubt.
good plays.
Made that last play on a line drive, caught it low, went to the ground, held on. Dewey steps in. He walked, grounded out, got a single, 2 runs scored. First pitch to him was called, strike 1. Flash have had success hitting and running, but not success just trying to steal the base. They've been thrown out and interference on the batter call. Throw to first base, not in time. But hitting and run, they scored a runner from first on a hit and run. Ball hit in the gap. Here's the 0-1. Low, ball 1. Last time these guys met, Flash won 14-2 in Madisonville. So those 2 scores in this one, we're up 16-3 in the last 2 games. I like that. Here's a ball fouled straight back. Maybe the Flash are starting to put it together. Of course, they've won 6 of their last 8. This would be a big win tonight. Would bring them within 2 games of the Miners. And they played 24 after tonight, so that means they'd have 16 games left before the playoffs. Ball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Playoffs go. 4 seed plays 5 seed, 1 game. Winner is in the tournament. Winner would play the 1 seed, best out of 3, at the 1 seed, and 2 versus 3, best out of 3. 2 seed is the home team.
Well, they would each get a home
Yeah.
game. But they would
But
have
the
the home.
decider game goes to the
Yeah.
top seed. Here's a ball hit up in the air deep. Catcher makes a great catch for out number 1.
He had to, thought he was going to end up with his foot in his
He has a
helmet
mask.
because of his mask, because he threw it down and then he threw it away, but then he ended up back kind of where he threw it. So I thought he was
It
gonna
almost
step-
went bad for him.
Yeah, it did.
Lee steps in. He had a double in the first, grounded out in the third, flew out to right field in the 5th. First pitch to him, ball 1. Flash yet to get the runner in motion yet. Here's the 1-0, runner in motion, swing and a miss. The throw down to second base is too high. Stolen base. The batter tried to protect his runner. He kind of slung the bat out at a pitch that was way outside.
Yeah, that's being a good teammate, though. You know, that there's no way he's going to hit that ball or do anything with it, but, you know, doing his job up there.
Here's the 1-1. He shows bunt, brings it back. Ball 2. And we've got time called by the catcher. Checks the runners, A runner. Here's pitch called strike 2. I got so used to that other pitcher checking the runners whenever there was only one runner on base.
Yeah. He was making sure there wasn't anybody back there.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2. That was way outside.
Coming back for your Henderson Flash from Harding University, the third base.
2 outs, runner still at second base for the Flash. He led the inning off with a single. He stole the base with a fly out and a strikeout. He's still over there at second. Lacey steps in the 3-hole. He is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice and a walk. An RBI. Does lead the team in RBIs with 22. 23 setting out there for him. If he can hit this one hard and in the gap. Here's a pitch way outside. Runner's going to advance to third. Pitcher checks the runner at third, comes home, calls strike 1. Can't see if the Flash got anybody warming up, but Willis is rolling. Retired 8 straight. Here's the 2-1, a little low, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Flash scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the 5th. Miners have only got 1 run in the second. They've left 10 on base. Flash have only left 4 on base. Here's a ball hit. It's high, but to the right fielder. He gets underneath it, and he makes the play for out number 3. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. Flash lead 4-1 here on WSON Sports. Work.
You mentioned the Miners leaving 10 guys on base. I don't think they've left one on since the 3rd inning, right?
5th inning, they left 2 on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. They had 8 in the first 2.
8 in
3.
the first 3, yep. They left 2 on base on Willis in the 5th, and then he's retired everybody since then. Here's a ball hit to the third baseman in the air. He makes about 7 steps over to his right for out number 1. Just the way we like them. 1 pitch, 1 out. What's his pitch count up to? 4th inning of work here.
36.
Oh, wow. He can finish his game out. Full show.
I think that would be ideal.
Especially with 4 lefties in the lineup. We pitched 2 lefties. That's 9 retired in a row.
A pinch hitter for the
Pinch hitter. For the catcher, Troutman.
Yep. Not sure what number he is.
He's right.
Number 39, Brandon Gibson.
You better be nice to him. He's a pretty big old boy.
He is.
So Gibson now would be the catcher, I'm assuming. Strike called on the outside corner. Troutman was 0 for 3. So they put Gibson in, the pinch hit for him, and he's watched 2 strikes. Boy, I throw a high fastball and try to give him chase. He choked up on that bat. Here's the pitch. It was a high fastball. He did not chase. He heard me.
He was thinking the
You got
same
to turn
thing.
my mic
probably.
down.
I think he was thinking the same thing, Scotty.
He's probably a catcher, so he knew it. Here's the ball hit over the first baseman's head as he jumped as high as he could. Just couldn't get it. About half a foot.
That's what I was going to say, about 6 inches. That's the same, right?
That's the same in most people's book. Another single for the Miners. That's their 6th single of the night. They have not had a double yet. And that broke up the 9 retired in a row by Willis. Britton steps in. He singled in the first, walked in the third, grounded out in the 5th, and he hit one over the shortstop's head for another single. That's his 2nd single of the night, and the Miners now have 7 singles on the night. They are a single hitting machine tonight.
Neither one of those balls hit straight very hard.
Nope.
Good places.
Yep, you hit it where they ain't.
Yep.
They're 9-hole hitters up. Mathis, he's not had a great night. He's not been on base. He's the only Miner not to reach base. He has flown out twice and grounded out once. 0 for 3. Need a good old-fashioned double play.
Be a nice way to end this inning.
Here's the pitch. Outside and low. Ball 1. Willis was Dillon. Retired 9 in a row and then back-to-back singles by the Miners. And here's a ball chop foul. 1-1. The count. Flash with the 4-1 lead. Even though Miners have 7 hits to the Flash 7 hits. Flash have at least 2 doubles. Whereas the Miners have 7 singles. That's a lot. Here's the 1-1. Outside, ball 2. That was outside. Nice job by the catcher to try to frame it.
Everybody clap your hands.
But we could see that one from our viewpoint with the left-handed batter. Crowd still in the game here in the top of the 8th. Here's a ball chopped foul to the right side. 2-2, 1 out. Miners trying to get a comeback here as they trail by 3 with 2 on base. Tying run at the plate. Top of the lineup coming up next. Leadoff batter, though, is 0 for 4 tonight. Here's the 2-2. Foul. Thank goodness. About a foot. First base side. That would have been trouble. Willis gets a sign. Comes set. Checks his runners at first and second. Comes home. Swing, hit to the second baseman. Going to have to go to first for just 1 and barely gets him. He is a speedster, but gets the 9-0 hitter out for the 4th time tonight. He's 0 for 4. Goes down as a 4-3 putout for out number 2. Runners advance on the play. So Gibson down to 3rd, Britton over there at 2nd. 2 outs, though.
Another pinch hitter.
Wow, pinch hitting for the leadoff batter, who was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts.
This is number 14, Preston Bedford.
Bedford.
That ball to Mouton at second base wasn't hit very hard, so that made that play a lot closer than maybe it should have been.
Man, he was flying down that line. 2 outs, though, here in the top of the 8th inning. Flash with a 3-run lead, but tying run at the plate. First pitch called, strike 1. No, it's not. Holy cow, where was that at? Woo.
Looks like it's right down the middle to me.
I thought so too. Miners runners on second, third. Trying to make this game interesting. Here's a pitch swing on and foul to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike to the pinch hitter. Bedford. Fly out, single, single, and a ground out. Here in the inning for the Miners. Here's a ball chopped down the first baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 strike away from getting out of here. Getting to the top of the ninth. Oh, well. Excuse me, the bottom of the eighth. Flash get the bat. If we get them out, let's get them out in the ninth.
A couple more runs would be nice. Give us a little insurance.
Yeah, that is true. Ball high, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Game just now 2 hours and 6 minutes in. Started right at 6:30. They wasn't playing no games around here. They said 6:30 start, and that's what they meant. Here's the 2-2. Ooh, he wanted to swing. They called strike 3 on a breaking ball. Caught him looking. And the Miners leave 2 on base. Score none. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Flash lead, 4-1. Here on WSON Sports. The DH, Nate York, steps in. He is 1 for 3 tonight with 2 RBIs. Had a big single in the 5th to knock in 2 runs. Flash with a 4-1 lead. They've left 1 batter on base 5 times. 4 or 5 left on base. The Miners have left 12 on base now after the 2 there in the 8th. Wow.
And I only have 1 run.
Only have 1 run. They left 12 on base. That'll get you every time. First 2 pitches high for balls 1 and 2. Have the schedule. Kevin, who's up next for the Flash? Here's another pitch called strike this time.
Hold
wow.
on a second, I'll
letters.
tell you. They're off tomorrow.
They're off.
Tomorrow's their
Hot
off day,
dog.
and Sunday they're back home and play the Hoptown Hoppers.
Hopefully to hang on tonight. That'd be 7 out of 9 on the win column. Here's another ball hit hard to the shortstop. Picks it up, throws it across the diamond in time for out number 1. 6-3 on the putout. That'll bring in the 5th hole hitter, Ellis Hurt. He is 0 for 3. 2 flyouts to center field and a ground out to the third baseman. And so hits are 7-7, but the Flash have done more damage with theirs as they do have 2 doubles. They're up 2-0 on the double column, and they've only left 5 on base compared to 12 by the Miners. First pitch is a ball hit way up in the air. Shortstop calls for it. He gets it. He's now 0 for 4 with 3 flyouts and a ground out.
Coming the bat from Louisiana State University Unis.
Crawdaddy, they call him. The right fielder, number 6, steps in. Cornville is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch and a walk. Two outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Flash with a 4-1 lead. Breaking ball hits him again. He's been hit twice. Once by a fastball. That time it was a breaking ball. Flash scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the 5th.
University of Alabama, Huntsville.
The Miners scored 1 in the second.
35, Ian Raven.
Game at 2 hours and 12 minutes. We are moving, Mr. Patton.
I love it. I thought the way we started, we were going to be here till 11:30 or something.
At least tomorrow, they wouldn't have got a day off. They actually would have played. He is out at first base, look like. Ooh, that was awful close. That was awful close.
The ball was there.
Woo! They caught him safe. We'll take it. Kind of like he didn't move toward the bag until the ball was thrown. Woo. Throw to first base this time, not as close. He tagged him in the butt. First time he tagged him right in the shoulders. Two outs, runner on first. Runner goes. Here's the throw down there, and he is safe. So a stolen base for Crawdaddy after he almost got picked off. Reagan's 2 for 3 tonight with a RBI. Run scored in the second. He's got 2 singles and a strikeout. And he's batted in the second, 4th, 6th, and 8th inning. Here's a called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Flash with another insurance run over there at second base. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 at a high fastball. We're going to the top of the 9th inning. Flash lead 4-1 here on WSON Sports. 3 pitchers coming in?
I think so.
That's good. More pitchers, the merrier.
That's right. Can't have too many pitchers.
Oh, no. Never. First pitch fouled off of the left foot of the batter.
Zach, a big right-hander.
One ball, one strike to the number 2 hitter for the Miners. Strike 2. As the 2-hole hitter is 0 for 3 tonight with a walk. Struck out twice. Struck out swinging and looking. Grounded out to shortstop. Mason not having too good a night. Here's a ball hit, though, to the second baseman over his head. Or you guessed it. The 8th single of the night for the Miners.
Yeah, just kind of threw the bat out there and got the ball over the infielder's head. They've done that.
Yep.
A little bit.
8 times. Taylor steps in. He's got a single in the first, walked in the second, flew out in the center in the fourth, struck out in the 7th. First pitch to him called, strike 1. Miners have left 12 runners on base. Every batter has got on base, but the 9-0 hitter, Mathis, he's 0 for 4. Here's a swing and a miss way late on that fastball.
Way late.
Goodness. He was swinging and the ball was already in the catcher's glove. Oh, 2. Called strike 3 looking. He didn't like it. That's out number 1 here in the top of the ninth. The 3rd pitcher for the Flash, Parsons and Willis, were lefties. Lawson, a righty. 1 out. Runner on first. Flash with a 3-run lead here in the top of the ninth. Ball 1. Bergen is 2 for 4 tonight. Singled in the first, singled in the 5th. Struck out in the second, flew out to left in the 6th on a great play by the left fielder, diving in foul territory, making a catch. Ball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Don't want to walk here, as the Flash pitchers have done a good job tonight, as Parsons walked 4 in 4 innings, and then Willis walked 0 in 4. Don't want to get the time run to the plate. Strike call on an inside corner. Checks his runner, comes set. Here's a pitch inside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Don't want to walk that runner on base, and he fouls this one out.
Well, you don't want
Full
this.
count.
You don't want to get this guy on base and bring the tying run to the plate.
No way, no how. Payoff pitch, swung on, hit foul, out of play toward the cars. And one little girl from Madisonville has got about 5 of those gifts for returning foul balls. Or she's collecting balls and selling them on eBay. Full count, swing, ball fouled off the right foot of the batter. I believe that was his right foot.
Fortunately, I keep my fellas numbered for just such an emergency.
So full count, 1 out, runner on first base, top of the ninth. Flash trying to hold on. Gain a game in the standings on the league leading Madisonville Miners. Actually, both teams would have 13 wins after this, but the Miners would only have 7 losses to the Flash's 11. And oh boy, Miners are in business. Ball 4. Tying run comes to the plate with 1 out. And we call him Big Poppy. Fernandez. He walked in the first, singled in the third, grounded out to short in the 5th, and he flew out to the left fielder. Excuse me, the shortstop. We'll get it right in a minute, Kevin. Shortstop in the 7th.
You're good.
And now we got time.
Pitching coach Scott Mueller out
4-1 victory today over the league-leading Madisonville Miners as the Flash improved to 13-11. Madisonville falls to 13-7 on the season. The Flash had 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors, left 6 on base. Parsons pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 6 Ks. J.D. Willis, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 4 Ks. And Lawson gets the save tonight as he pitched the final inning. He gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He gets the save. Willis gets the win. And for Madisonville, they had 1 run on 8 hits, no errors, 14 left on base. That's right, 14 left on base. The Flash just left 6 on base. All 8 hits for the Miners were singles. Flash had 7 hits. 2 of those were doubles. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with our player of the game here on Sports. Head Taylor with 2 for 2 for the night with a walk, a double, a single, RBI, and a run scored. What was going so good for you at the plate tonight?
Well, I got here a little bit early today. We did early hitting. Coach JD worked with me on spreading out a little bit, working the other way, and just hunting the outside half, and then hung one inside. So those are my 2 hits. It felt good.
Defense, you made a couple plays at shortstop too. What was going so good out there?
I talked to my dad a week ago, and he said, "Hey, just loosen up, be athletic," and that's really helped the past 5-6 games. I really felt good there.
Miners with 8 singles tonight, left 14 on base. Defense behind the Flash pitching was really good tonight.
Yeah. Pitchers just forcing weak contact and then makes the plays a whole lot easier on the defense. So
you guys are on a roll. You've won now 7 out of 9. In the win column, you're even with the Miners, 13 up. You are 4 behind in the loss column, so you're 2 games out. But things are going pretty good for the Flash right now.
Yeah, we're playing together, coming out here every day, working hard, ready to play ball. Playing as a team.
What are a few things you hope that maybe you guys get a little bit better at before postseason?
Well, we just got to execute what's called bunts, hit and runs, just fine-tuning some things. But, we're playing good, playing as a team, and I think that's the biggest key to success.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate
Good game
it.
tonight.
Thank you.
Big win for the Flash as they knock off the Miners 4-1 tonight. Big shout out to all of my teammates. Gray back at the station with Mr. Isaac Thatcher pushing the buttons, making me sound good. Kevin Patton on color. Mr. Wyatt to my right on the video stream. I'm Scott Stone. Good night, everybody.